Welcome back, dear viewers, to season's broadcast of SRAs. Another season so far. We're gonna, open the books to another fresh page and start a new story. That story begins, of course, with the first race of the calendar, Indianapolis.
Looks like he lines up a move. Oh, this is good tight racing right here.
Inside or outside, what's gonna happen?
Has turned 7 into the grass. Heavy booping the snoot on the barrier.
Oh, side by side into the chicane. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And we're off and away for SRA.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to SRA Season 18, Round 4 for Division 1. I'm Stephanie Fisher, and I'm joined in the booth this week by SIG SVG.
Hello. At least what's left of me. My internet connection has been absolutely horrendous. So, it might just be the Stephanie show, or it might be the Stephanie show plus the occasional SIG. We'll see. But yeah, Stephanie, this week we are on probably the most cursed choice of the calendar this season, wet Monza.
It is a wet Monza, and I'm actually going to bring up the track map because my background is being silly, and I always forget where the refresh button is, so to forgive me. But yeah, it's wet. You can see it's raining in the background here. I'm gonna let you give us a run through for the track of Monza, because if you ask me, it's gonna go straight, chicane, loop, straight, chicane, loop. I hate it. Another loop, straight. Okay, that's my track walk. I'll let you do a better one.
All right. So heading down the Parabolica corner into turn 1, you have the first chicane, also known as Primera Variante. And it is probably, in my opinion, the hardest chicane in the entire game to get right. You really need to nail it in a really weird way. It's kind of like hit the apex, go a bit wide, but not too wide, so you can get an amazing exit, which will carry all the way down the Curva Grande, which is completely flat out, even in the rain. And as you head into the second chicane, known as Segunda Variante.
Uh-oh. And
Variante.
There it is.
And go into Lesmo 1 and 2s. So okay, how much have I missed?
Well,
Have not been captured.
I think that we got you picked back up at Lesmos. I think it was the chicane before that.
Okay.
I was actually trying to fix something, so I was letting you go. I don't know exactly where you left off.
No worries. So the second chicane is aka the Segunda Variante. It's also very hard braking zone, although the corners are a little bit faster than the first one. So you see people getting a little bit more speed for that. It's still a first gear corner. And then after that, you head into Sector 2, which is characterized by the only section that really needs a good downforce, where you have Lesmo 1 and 2. You have to hit the corner right. Be careful not to go too wide, as you can get a track limits warning in quali. I don't know if you can get a track limits warning in the race, but after that, you go down the back street into the very fearsome, even more fearsome in the rain, the Ascari chicane. Be careful not to go too much and hit the curb and lose control. And in this case, the line is going to be slightly different. In my experience with a Mustang during practice, I've been able to take it just fine, but the Mustang is a car that can handle the curves pretty well. But yeah, it's gonna be very slippery on those curbs, so you're gonna have to be just behind that. And then finally, a hard braking zone is very tough to pick your braking point. into the Parabolica corner, and that is a lap of Monza. Not a lot of corners, which is what makes it so difficult. Because if you mess up a corner, you're gonna suffer down one of the many straights / flat out sections of this track.
You are. So they're pretty important. And while we're here, let's take a look at our standings coming into race 4 already. Jeez. We're being led by Mr. Anton Rusevich, who 204 points. He had a really tough race last week. They really made him work hard for the points he got. And then behind him is Jeremy Mercer. He's 2 points behind. Very close. So if Anton wants to win this championship again, he's going to have to really be on top of stuff. And then Jeremy's followed by Tiago Denarte with 172 points. He's 22 points behind. Peter O'Brien's tied with Tiago for 3rd. John Laz in 5th with 170 points. And not rushing, but we are getting relatively close to the qualifying. Words are hard today. Team standings, we're being led by TSE, Engine go brrr, by Jeremy Mercer and Peter O'Brien in the Lexus. They have 374 points. Behind them is Cybertron's Most Wanted. It's OBDA and looks like Cult. That's a new something or other that I'm not familiar with. They're running around in the Porsche, the old one, old quotes, 991, with Anton Rusevich and Dan Cran. And 3rd is Please Brake Turn 1 with Tiago Denarte and Chandler Williams in the Mercedes. Yeah, it's right there. It's tiny. 321 points. And this is team standing, so it's still close. It's only the coming into the 4th race. In P4 is Area 52 Sim Racing with John Laz and Kevin Blanchette in the Nissan. John's been really putting a good show on for us this season. 294 points. P5 is the Tuesday night race. Forget it. I can't. That's as far as I got.
Tuesday night race in it. Oi, bruv, yo. With Mr. Sir and Guy Manperson.
There you go. Bad House, Bailey Kish, and Bailey Kith. In P7 would be TBD67, Omar Escorcia, and Adam Krolikowski. P8, we've got Fire Queso and Joel Moffat. With the Yippee-ki-yay, you fill in the blanks. P9, we've got Michael as my teammate. Jason Allen and Michael Menning. And P10 of Team Series and Madhouse Racing V8 motor. Max Simmons and Danny Durant running around in the Lexus. The guys are lining up for getting out there for their qualifying. So let's go. We'll take a look at these. They still have about a minute before they're allowed to go on track. But hey, we can see the pretty cars, right?
Absolutely. It's my first time seeing the D1 liveries up close, and oh my goodness, we have there is a lot of nice looking liveries in this group. I'm looking at Jason Allen's livery, looks amazing. From the silver drivers. Ooh, that Nissan GTR one as well. Who's 949? Oh, Blanchette. Yeah. Blanchette.
Yep. Maybe I move some windows around and then I can let you see the others. There we go. Sorry.
Yes.
All right,
No,
let's look at some more. We got
Jack Krause with Betty the Platypus. That's a good idea.
It is, and yes, as noted in the YouTube chat, it is a torrential downpour out there. It's really raining, and I'm super excited because I love the rain. Here's a Ferrari with some... I don't recognize what's going on here.
Yeah, me
Die
either.
Hard. Okay. It's a Die Hard reference. It's like right there on the hood.
I see.
Dope. Sorry, Fire Queso. I missed that obvious
I'm gonna
part.
use the gonna use the excuse I'm Gen Z. I don't know anything about diehard.
You zoomer.
Yeah.
It's all right. Cody Platt here. Looking nice.
I've seen this somewhere. Is that supposed to be JoJo's? Or am I... Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
it is.
Does look like JoJo's. Okay. Let's see. Take Joshua Worley. It's a...
With the Top Gun livery.
Yep. There's your Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, good stuff, Barber.
Oh, wait. Mercer's in the pit. We don't want to look at him yet. Jason
Mercer
Allen.
Coke.
Very classic.
Oh, is that
guy.
supposed to be Coke?
Yeah, I
it
like
is Coke.
the upside down Ferrari on his Lambo. Very cute. Let's see, who did we miss yet?
Oh no.
Let's see. Oops. That's not... Oh wait,
That's
I
Durant,
didn't.
who I think is...
I didn't see this one before. Huh. That's cute. I think you are.
starting a lap. That's always one. Oh God, my internet will do crap again.
Doing your. It's
Okay,
doing
we're
the
back.
internet thing. We're gonna. As soon as I find the right button, there we go. Well, that. We could watch this lap. We're gonna put Mr. Wilson on the spotlight. Have this splitter cam.
Alright, Wilson. That's a pretty good exit. As he's going down Curva Grande, staying off the curb. Great idea.
Especially in this wet. Now, let me see, what is our forecast? It looks like it's gonna go down a little bit, but it's gonna keep raining.
Yeah. You went really quickly for that second chicane. I don't know how much to make of that, but great Lesmo 1 now into Lesmo 2. Touches the curb a little bit, but I think that's completely fine, especially with the downforce monster known as the McLaren.
Yeah, I do recall the Lesmos being, especially 2, just that was a nemesis for me, getting spat out of that. Hate that turn.
Yeah, and he's taking Ascari the McLaren away. Can't even... You breathe down the curve badly in the dry is gonna spit you out behind the wheel of McLaren.
Oh, we have Diego. Hi, Diego. Yes, hopefully we have a we spend countless hours, moments in turn 1.
Yes, he's gonna go across the line. He's gonna cut it as you do, and that's gonna be second fastest, down 3/10 to our current silver pole sitter, Fire Queso, in his diehard Ferrari.
And it's like he's got a time of a 154.67 at the moment.
Yeah, and Ben and Jerry's just went second fastest. Let's see how his teammate Hakan Das responds. Wait, I think his teammate is both. Never mind.
I think his teammate might be either gold or not here. I'm not sure. I didn't see it when we ran down the...
Yeah, his teammate Ian Krieger's gold, so we'll see how he does later. But it seems like he'll probably be in the favor of the gold drivers, I'm assuming. Considering the rain is gonna get reduced over the session, it seems.
Yeah. It would seem logical that would be the case. I have a reduction in rain over the next 10 minutes. Now, gold qualifying starts in 5 minutes, but these guys will maybe make it a little drier. I don't know. I don't know if there's enough of them. 13 cars on the track.
Yes, and Brooker Quigg at the moment he's setting a really good pace. I don't want to curse him yet. For those who watch other things outside of Division won. I seem to have quite the commentator's curse during qualifying, but we'll just say that Brooker Quigg has good pace and move on.
He does. Now, Fire Queso took the preliminary pole back from whomever stole it from him earlier. So he's at a 154.07.
Yeah, the NSX is absolutely amazing in the rain. He's gonna cross the line. I think that's gonna be pole position
Yep.
for Brooker Quigg
Go,
in the
Brooker.
NSX.
I might have been known to give Brooker a hard time over the last little while, but 11 seasons, I'm told. But we'll give him a big fat kudos for that. 153.900. So nice job, Brooker. You need to get your livery fixed. Yeah, Diego. Brooker was like, remember he was one of the first guys to do the custom BOP, and he really kicked the poor Lambo to the curb that season. And he didn't live it down, obviously. So, Fire Queso, though, is looking like he might be on track to take the pole position there. See what I did? On track. Mm-hmm. As
Are we back?
Yep. Well, Siki, you're back for a second.
Okay, that's good. That's good. As Queso seems to have taken pole position for silver. Good stuff from him. There's still 2 minutes and 2 minutes left in quali, so I think he has. I think if Queso can cross the line, I think if Queso has enough fuel, he can still do one more lap after this.
Could be able to. Now, it doesn't look like Rooker is up on his. I don't see anybody up on their time enough to really give Queso a hard time. Now, Josh Worley here, he's a whole he might be 13, but he's a whole second almost up. But he would have to be like 1.5 seconds for really quick math, I guess. Well, Diego, it's that I really liked the Lambo. I was really enjoying it. So to have had it like destroyed for me that season, it was so sad. The disappointment was just
immeasurable.
Yeah.
Your day was ruined.
Yeah, my day was ruined week after week. So, hence why, that needle kept getting poked. But we'll give him a break. We're trying to give him a bit of a break now. It was kind of broken. The problem was that it didn't handle the weight that was, it would be like max weight thrown on it, and it completely changed the way the car handled and felt, and it just was horrible. It wasn't fun to drive anymore. It was just like...
if you turn the pip back on, I think there was an incident in quali between Cruz and Hyperduki. Oh no, Cruz had an off, and Hyperduki also had an off. Never mind. No contact, thankfully.
Okay, get the pip back on. I had turned it off because it went away for a minute, but yeah. I mean,
we're back for now.
I don't mind being like in the not fastest car on the track. I love the Porsche, but yeah, having it not be fun was just sad. Because looks like a lot of our silver drivers are actually in the pit. At least half of them have said I'm done. Yeah. And somehow...
Blanchet has gone fastest in the Nissan GTR. You know, the GTR is a really strong car on Monza. In general, I don't know if there's any challengers. I mean, there's an NSX driver who seems to be on a valid lap. At the moment, he is about to fly into the second chicane. See, He must have crossed the line with with like a second left, give or take. But let's see if Brooker Quick can take pole position in the Honda NSX.
Maybe. Oops. I hit the wrong button. Come
Yeah,
on,
he's
Brooker,
really-
you can do it.
Yeah, he's pushing it so far. He's pretty close to his PB, but he's gonna have to find a few more tenths. And it's very hard to find tenths when you're at your peak. Because it seems like I think this is Brooker's PB, at least looking at the PB this week, looking at the times. Go look find it. Short shift. He's gonna cross the line into the pit lane.
No, yeah, I guess goes right into the pits. I guess it was not a big enough difference to make it worth his while.
Yeah, that's qualifying done. Cruz just crossed the line, doesn't improve, so he's gonna stay where he is. And that's silver pole for Blanchette.
All right, we'll give Bailey Kish the hot seat here, and darn, the wipers are not working. Yeah, Brooker gave it a good try. We'll give him credit. So current pole setter is Kevin Blanchette, 153.635. Now we'll see what our gold drivers can manage.
Yeah, who's the first one? Who's the first one out on track? Seen somebody's running a Scary. Yeah, we can't quite make out the number.
It would be Mr. Anton, I believe.
Number 2. There's number 233.
Oh, wait, yeah, there is. Wait, these numbers are too small. I'm getting old.
Yeah, it's Denardi.
Okay. We'll go watch Mr. Denardi. Actually, I think this might... Is this their banker or still the out?
No, he's gonna... Yeah, this is the out lap. He's gonna start his first lap right now.
All right. Denardi can handle the hot seat. Yeah, Diego, I've heard that the 991 is actually really good at the rain. So we'll see how he can handle it. Now, I don't know how good its top speed is at the end of that straight.
I mean, it's a Porsche. We probably shouldn't expect much from it.
Well, but it is a Porsche in really capable hands, so...
That is true. That is true. Anton's probably one of the best drivers SRA has ever seen.
Definitely up there with them. As Anton comes over the line with a 153.280 in that. Ian Krieger pulls in behind with a 153.4. So starting to get these times in. I guess Anton was the leader on the lapping.
Yeah, it seems like the track conditions are slightly more favorable. As the Nordic, I think, yeah, he kept it within track limits. I thought he went wide there.
Dan Cran takes P2. Right, Dan Cran, I believe Anton's teammate. You think I would know this by now? I don't. But in the Porsche.
Yeah, oh no. You might want to turn the pip off. It's cooked.
All right, we'll just
Oh,
put
wait,
it
we're
away
back?
for now. We'll give the squirrels a break.
Yeah, fortune is not working too well, but we're gonna see the Nordic cross the line here, and that is pole by half a second and some change.
Go, Tiago. Now, Tiago's out there in the Mercedes, so, Diego had predicted that Merc was going to struggle, but Tiago showed that Yep, he did. He shut you up. That's pretty impressive. I think that's more impressive than taking pole.
Let me hop on board on my perspective. I gotta copy his line for tomorrow.
Hey, let me watch this. He's showing me how to do it. And
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not in the same car, but I think it's time to grab the notebook
yeah,
and go to the Donarte Academy.
Donarte's got 3/10 on. Well, Dan Cran now took P2, so Anton's back in P3. Dan took that away from him, but Tiago's got 3/10 on the P2 position. So he's flirting with making that better.
Ooh, and Donate's gonna invalidate there. As Arc goes fourth fastest with a 153.282. Donate is the only driver so far to break into the 152s.
We sit on board with Ian Krieger. Oh, here's your Haagen-Dazs car. Partner to Ben and Jerry's. So he's 3/10 up. 3/10 would bring him up into the top 5. If he can hold on to that.
Anton Sport is flying down on the straight. He's improving quite a lot. He might be the first driver to break into, other than Donate.
Oh, Anton's really got a nice delta on there. Let's just take a look-see and see what he can get coming across the line. If he holds it, yep, he takes pole from Tiago. So exactly 2/10 faster. 152.51. And the Anton fan club is cheering him on, as he well deserves. Peter O'Brien pulls up into P5.
Break into the west.
Oh, as it Peter took P5 from Art, so he's got that. Yeah, Anton he's doing a really good job in the 991. I think it struggled a bit last week at Laguna Seca, but he did a great job. He had a really nice race, probably the most screen time he's had in 3 seasons. Jeremy is, say, back here. He's sitting at P10. So it doesn't look like the Lexus is loving the rain. I think that normally it does pretty well on this track with those nice big straights, but we'll see how the race pans out. It's not the easiest to pass somebody in a turn. And that is where the Porsche tends to excel. Tiago flirting with taking that pole position away from Anton. Actually, we'll give him a break, because every time I look at him, he loses his delta. And that's not very nice. As qualifying is wrapping up. Few guys still out there. Bailey Kith. He is in P5. Trying to see if he can squeeze out a few tenths. Anton and Tiago are still out there. Anton wisely not just sitting on that time and thinking that he's going to be satisfied there with Tiago is really close. So if he can pull up a couple tenths, then he could take that away from Anton.
Okay, hello. What have I missed?
Hello, you're back.
I know.
Poor Sig is having some internet issues this evening, so he's gonna. But we'll just fill the airtime if he drops
I
out.
see Anton has taken pole by I think he said like Anton has taken pole by 2 tenths. Nice.
Yep. Anton took pole by 2 tenths. Tiago was not able to make that up. Tried really hard. Dan Cran is still out there looking to maybe improve on his time. He's currently sitting in P4.
Ooh, he's having 2 wiggles. Ooh,
Woohoo!
make that a 3rd wiggle.
He's like, no, I'm good.
Straight
He's
into
all
the
done.
pits.
Mercer's out there seeing what he can get. He's a little up. He's going to end in P5, and that is everybody's. Anton Rushevich taking the pole position, followed by Tiago Denarte, Ian Krieger in P3, Dan Cran in P4, and Bailey Kith in P5. And we're going to take a... what's that called? An ad break.
Sponsor break.
Sponsor. It's a word from our sponsors.
A huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documise, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documise.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favourite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Track Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Track Racer's high quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE at checkout to support us. Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that will enhance your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. AT 3D Sim Shop. Upgrade your sim racing experience today with premium 3D printed accessories featuring precision crafted magnetic shifters, sleek cable management solutions, versatile stream deck mounts, and immersive dashboard displays. Their innovative designs enhance performance and style, elevate every lap with top tier quality and craftsmanship at at3d.net. Go Setups, premium esports setups for everybody. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Castle and Cauldron, a home-based crafting business specializing in handmade Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts and Fairy World collectibles. Magic wands, potions, mini dioramas, wall decor, costumery, cosplay, and much more. Castle and Cauldron is where crafting meets the magical. Visit facebook.com/Castle Cauldron. And from KP Concepts, your source for custom automotive renderings, graphic design, and printing. We spend countless hours making you look all good for the spectacle. Check out kpconcepts.com for more.
That one ended before I was ready. Anyway, we're back. We'll do a quick grid walk. So in P1, Anton Rushevich in the 991. Tiago Denarte is in P2. Ian Krieger, P3 in the Haagen-Dazs car.
Represent.
Yeah, it's gonna make me hungry. I will not look at them. I like my ice cream. Dan Cran in P4. Bailey Kith in P5. Jeremy Mercer, P6. Jacob Hall in P6. You know, I must not see Jacob very often because this livery is looking a little unique to me. I haven't seen. I like the colors. It's very soothing. Peter O'Brien in P8.
What is it based on? Madhouse, right?
The Jacob Hall, I'm not sure.
It's oh, I'm looking at the hood. It's marshmallows on the
Oh.
hood. It's fluff marshmallows. I
Fluff.
see.
Okay. Nice. So Peter O'Brien, P8, arced in P9. Oh, it looks like iHeartRadio on there and some other stuff. S. Corsia in P10 and another Mustang there. Mr. Sir, P11. Bailey Kish in P12. Guy Manperson is in P13. Chandler Williams is 14. In 15, we have Kevin Blanchett.
Yeah, our silver pole sitter as well.
Yes, thank you for pointing that out. He is the silver pole sitter. And Frank Sanchez in P6. And you know, normally I try to pick out the silver division placings when we go over the driver standings, and I realized I didn't. So shame on me. My apologies. Andrew Wilson in P17 in the McLaren. Fire Queso in P18 in the Die Hard car. I think I remember Die Hard being actually a pretty good movie, so hey. The Zoomers out there, there's one to add to your list. Ed Kurtz, there you go, 19. Brooker Quigg in P20. Danny Durant's 21. John Laz in P22. It's a track Titan car. John Archie in P23, which I think you pointed out does look like JoJo's.
Yes.
Which season?
No clue.
Looks like
Never
one of
watched
them.
it.
Middle or early one. Cody Platt, P24. Looks like those teammates are back to back. Jack Krause, P25. Jason Allen, 26. Brian Anderson's 27. Kyle Barber in the Ben & Jerry's car. 29 is Turbo. So we refer to him as Turbo.
Okay.
Alex Kraus in P30. Adam Krolikowski, P23.
Whoa, who's sliding there? Oh, Lexus is spun around.
I see
Cruz.
that.
It's Cruz.
Oh my goodness, as they're getting ready to come down the straight to the start finish.
Oh no. Cruz is gonna start a long ways back. Joshua Worley, I think, serving a pit lane start. Or
It
forgot
does
to.
appear to be that way.
Omar's also in the pits. Why is Omar in the pits? P10. Okay.
Actually,
What an interesting start
fantastic
to race.
question. So, you know what? He might have just said it's safer to start from the pit in this instance. It would be a valid strategy. And they're off here. Anton coming out in the front. Tiago just slotting in behind him. Right behind him.
Yeah,
Dan, Cran, Ian, they're all side by side. Ooh,
Hey, clean so far. Wait,
somebody's
Peter
in the
O'Brien's in the
already.
grass. Yeah, that's Peter O'Brien. He's gonna sail straight through.
He's gonna
Yeah, and
do
he's gonna
the
have to
little
slow
ice.
down.
As that little weave looks like they're making it through. Not too bad. Go them. Let's look a little further back in the field. Things are looking pretty. There's some side by John Archie.
Okay, keeping it clean so far, but we're entering turn 2. The leaders have made their way through turn 2 safely. Seems like the mid pack, as you
have.
see on screen, is also keeping it very clean.
They are. They're doing a good job. I do have a couple accidents on the list.
And there's Conti. Oh no! Lesmo 1. Exit of Lesmo 1. We have a big one. Lorenz is in the wall. I can't even select this part. Brooker Quigg and Jack Krause are in the wall. Oof. What is that car up there? We spent countless hours, says Jess. Looking good for the spectacle. But overall, a pretty clean lap one, I would say. It wasn't too bad. Let me see. How is my pick D's driver? We're doing this. Not is some.
Oh wait, hold on. There we go. Hit a button. You're gonna have to listen to me more than normal today. Sorry. So Chandler Williams here, a little close to Franco Sanchez. Maybe getting to pass there. Our front guys, in case you're interested,
Hello?
Anton Rushevich.
You back?
You're back.
Yeah, it's on this way. I think I am.
You're back for now. P1 to P2, almost a second difference. Dan Cran behind that. About a half a second from P3 to P2, and then it's 1.5 and 1. So the top 5 guys have a nice, safe kind of spread going on. It's our friends in the back here that are looking to spice up the world.
Oh yeah, this internet is terrible. Denari and Anton through Parabolica earlier. Oh, through turn 1 as well. They're drifting through it on my screen. Wait, there's a bit one. What?
That looked awful. Let's go back. I'm gonna try to find this
Oh my
incident
god, he's
here.
drifting through Curva Grande.
Yeah, well, the camera decided to be a different angle, I guess. I'm gonna have to get used to these. That's 1. Okay, we'll do 2. Jeremy Mercer here looking to just not hit Bailey, I guess. The teammate Bailey, not the actual Bailey.
Yes, Bailey Kiff. And not Bailey Kish.
Yeah.
The defending D2 champion.
Ooh, look at that. Still staying on track, facing the right direction. You go, boys. That was very nice. I mean, I'm sure they wish they didn't touch, but still, they did a great job with that. Getting back down the field a little bit. Turbo, John Laz is catching up there. And looks like he might make a move on him. Gets slides by P4. This parabolic.
Down the main straight for P12. Sanchez is currently
Up here, take a look at that P12. Let's see if our pip is up and running right.
chasing down in the Lexus.
Guys. Wow. It's interesting. Hop back here to Bailey Kish and Jake Paul. And I only see Bailey. Now they were very close and now they are very far. The rain is definitely making this interesting.
Well, there goes Big Drive. Yeah, John Williams is chasing down Queso. Ascari is gonna be a difficult spot to overtake here. I think he just needs to hope for a good exit here. And I think... Does he get the better exit? Oh! Too much curb.
Hop back here. Peter O'Brien and Kevin Blanchett are doing something. Coming in here side by side. Looks like Peter's slipping by.
Around the outside.
Slide, but oof. He look at sliding a lot. That lets John Archie catch up.
Side, mine. Absolutely wiggling through the corner, but it's the Lexus, and the Lexus has a toe. Yeah, he's gonna end up side by side now with the GTR of Blanchett. What can O'Brien do here?
It's like, oh man, there's cars are up there, and they go through nicely. Good job, Peter. Gets that spot. So up front, Anton is still doing just ducky. Thank you very much. He has over a second and a half. He's got the 153.9 on the board. He's got the purple lap. He's doing quite nicely in his Porsche out front, probably where he needs to be to not have to worry about getting past anyone on the straight in that car. So I think he's doing much better than he thought he would. Trying to get, there we go. So as you can see, these guys can't see much of anything until they can see the guy in front of them's brake lights. So a lot of water splashing up, making messes, doing its thing. I think my buddy Sig has
come back.
There he is. Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, the spray is absolutely terrible. Sanchez, you can't see a thing. You can't see a thing, but he's managing so far, chasing down the Mustang of Archie.
He is. He's hanging on. I'm gonna hop back to Jason Allen at the moment, though. He is seeing if he can find a way to get by Brian Anderson. Jason in the Lambo, Anderson hanging out in his pony.
Let's see, seems like he's getting closer on their braking. But he's gonna have to nail the exit since the Mustang just has so much power, even with the restrictor on.
Yeah, and I think he did not. Now it looks like, yeah, Jack Krause, I'm gonna go back and look at this because he was fighting with Brooker. See what happened to him.
Oh,
that's... It looks like Brooker even took the alternative route with it. Didn't take a chance of trying to make that. That hurt.
Yeah, I think it was a slight squeeze from Brooker there. Squeezed a little bit too hard. I think Krause is definitely going to run to the pit lane now. It seems like the bottom 5 have already pitted, with the exception of Krolkowski, who's been DSQ'd.
I see that. I'm not sure what he did to get disqualified. I imagine maybe just going the wrong, maybe if he got spun out and ended up going the wrong way too far. I don't know. Let me see. He is number 53. Let's see if I can find any.
Did have a qualifying ban to start the day's race, but that shouldn't lead to a DSQ, of course.
No, I have him listed in an accident back on lap 2. But even that would not result in the ban as Omar Escorcia hops into the pit. Now up ahead, Ian Krieger is caught up to Dan Cran.
Let's see what Krieger can do in that Mustang as we enter turn 2. Nice and clean from both drivers. I don't think Krieger's gonna have a chance here. He's gonna have to hope for a chance into Ascari maybe, but he's gonna have to keep it clean in a section that the Porsche is pretty good in, if I'm not mistaken.
It might not be so much that they're looking for a chance so much as just waiting for the guy in front of them to make a mistake too. With these conditions, you know, who knows? Although,
yeah, in the case of Krieger, he's absolutely breathing down the outside. This is gonna be the disadvantageous line for sure in this corner. Yeah, he's gonna back out early. As Dan Cran, Dan Cran's gonna go.
Look at the wheel.
Wide, and he's gonna get the.
Look at.
Did he get the over under to go?
He might have. Now they're coming into this final turn, almost well, neck and neck. Dan's dropping back a wee bit though. Bailey Kith coming up from behind out of nowhere ish.
Yeah, amazing move by Ian Krieger. This is why we race. Yeah, shout out to Ian Krieger. I raced against him 2 seasons ago when we were both in D3. And he was really fast back then. And I'm kind of scared to see how fast he has gotten now.
Now Dan Cran is still right behind Ian, coming through this 1-2. He kind of wants his spot back, I think. Hop up to
He's
them,
absolutely
but
flying. We're gonna have to see how he handles this second chicane and Lesmo area. I think that's where Dan Cran has an absolute advantage in terms of car.
Ian gets a little bit of a gap. Not a lot, though. My least favorite turn, I think, in the entire game.
Good stuff, Lesmo 1, good stuff, Lesmo 2, but I think Krieger has edged out just a little bit of a gap coming out of the Lesmos there.
Does appear that that is the case, so... Good. Hop back to P12, 13, 14. We have Andrew Wilson leading Peter O'Brien and Chandler Williams.
Yes, that's them to go into the fierce Moscari now. You can see how little curve the McLaren's taking compared to the 2 cars behind. As O'Brien seems to have a little bit of a slide. You guys are so close.
I have to express some discontent with my drone camera guy. You know, it's just, I don't know what he's doing. Coming down the
main straight. Peter O'Brien in the Shadow the Hedgehog inspired Lexus is gonna dive down the inside here in the turn 1. He has the worst brakes, which is gonna make it difficult, and he's gonna end up losing 2 positions, maybe more, due to that braking there.
So
Let's see, Archie's now breathing down his neck, and he's gonna have the inside line. He's gonna have the slightly shorter run.
Oh, poor Peter.
Peter's gonna have the inside line here, and the Lexus. Let's see what he can do into the braking zone. Oh, some light contact, and he's gonna fly over the curb and somehow keep it straight. But he's gonna defend his position. But for how much longer?
Not much. And now they're reeling in Kevin Blanchett, Kyle Barber right behind there too.
They're still side by side. This is some great racing. But I think Archie's just gonna edge out, having the inside line for 2 corners in a row does that for you, and he's gonna take the position. He's gonna take P14 and P3 in silver.
Nice. But they're not done yet. Everybody's still pretty bunched up, and especially under these conditions. Phew.
And there's still 43 minutes left in this race. Ooh, Blanchette's gonna go wide. And that's gonna open the door for Barber.
He takes it. Put that helicam up.
Yeah, side by side. He's gonna have the outside line, and it seems like Blanchette's gonna back out, and Barber's gonna take that position away from Blanchette. Barber down P16. And I think P4 in silver. In fact, Queso and P11 is the leader.
Wait, what is Jeremy doing? Uh-oh. Oh, maybe he's just going in the... My little information thing went a little nuts there for a second. Looked like Jeremy Mercer was gonna make a move, and then I don't know, everything fell apart. So, well, Peter O'Brien here, still wanting to get that spot back from John Archie.
Yeah, he's gonna a little bit much curb. I think no, he's fine. He's fine. A little bit rough there, but.
And you can see that Ben and Jerry's car in his rear view mirror breathing down his neck with Kyle Barber.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna have to worry too much. At least in the practice race yesterday, it seems like the Lexus has a significant. I mean, obviously it has this straight line speed advantage over every car in the game. But against the Mustang in particular, I've noticed that the Lexus tends to close in pretty aggressively considering the restrictor. But I think he has a bad exit there. Now the Mustang's gonna be side by side. Ben and Jerry's Mustang of Kyle Barber.
It looks like he's just... Ooh, that was close. This Lex is just really suffering in these turns, and you know, you can lose your straight line speed if you can't get a good exit.
Yep, absolutely, and Barber's gonna make the move stick around the outside. Seems like they had a little bit of a bump action, but you know, rubbing is racing. In this particular instance, not every particular instance.
Hey, everybody kept going in the right direction.
Exactly. Now Barber's gonna look to take down his rival Silver Mustang for P1 in the Silver Mustang Cup, if such a thing exists.
We're making it exist today. So Peter O'Brien, Kyle Barber, and John Archie here. This is the battle of the...
Yeah, today.
It is.
I love the Mustang Silver Cup, as I think Barber has a bad exit compared to Archie, and so Archie's gonna improve the gap a little bit heading into us.
It looks like maybe Barber got a little close for comfort, and that might have been part of his exit problems.
Sorry. Then O'Brien 3/10 behind. Yes, Barber and Archie both smash that curb and stay alive. It's a very risky move, but it seems like these guys have it very consistently. That's what you get. That's what you get when you watch a D1 race. You see people do stuff that when you try it doesn't work.
No, I understand. Ooh.
As Archie's gonna go wide and Barber's gonna nip the position, and he's gonna take the lead of the the D1 Silver Mustang Cup.
He does. Archie's not done with him.
Yeah, Archie. He's gonna try and send it on the outside. Oh, there's gonna be squeezing, and oh no, he's gonna fly off. Oh no! Oh my God! Great save by Archie. I thought he was gonna absolutely demolished the
Yeah.
Mercedes of Shannon Williams.
Now, the only issue being that, you know, he was fighting Kyle Barber for position and took that opportunity to take that gap on Kyle. So, not sure if he's going to wait and give the position back like he should. But we'll see, because that's
Let's see.
actually
I think
not a valid move, folks. To do that.
I think from Archie's perspective, he probably sees it as he got bumped into by Barber, and you know, I think he sees it as Barber's fault. So that's why I think is why he's not giving the position back.
Could possibly be. You know, it's kind of a one half dozen the other. Like who that may have been at fault. Have to look at that a lot closer to see who bumped into who. There. So, although you look back,
It's a yellow flag. That was a yellow flag 612, I believe, in turn 1. I think they're back on the road now as Kyle Barber heavy dived on the inside of Parabolica. Can he make the move stick? Not quite.
I think we might have some strong feelings going on in this battle. So you can see it getting kind of heated up, and John Archie wisely bops into the pits.
Yeah, he's gonna try and get the undercut on Kyle Barber. I think Barber, he might think about pitting in a bit.
Yeah, he might. But you know, when things get a little heated and you can start to see the elbows going out like that. If he's got a pit to jump into, that might just be the wisest move.
Yeah, now Stephanie is making us see Jacob Hall versus Peter O'Brien. It seems like Peter O'Brien has opted for pit earlier. And now Jacob Hall is chasing him in the Marshmallow Mustang versus the Shadow the Hedgehog Lexus. Let's see who can end up ahead. I know Peter O'Brien has a little bit of damage because he had a little bit of bump action. I don't know if All has damage. He did have that off moment, I think, into the second chicane earlier in the race. But I think he should be pretty fine in terms of damage.
Things are getting a little heated up front. Chandler Williams chasing down Andrew Wilson here, and then Mr. Sir is chasing down Mr. Arct for P7, and we've got blue flags now. That'll make it exciting. Dan Cran opts to hop into the pit. Arct is into the pit, so no more battles. We're gonna give Anton his token screen time. He is 3 seconds ahead of Tiago.
Yeah, absolutely flying with that portion there in the wet Monza. I did not expect the Porsche to be this good on Monza, honestly.
I think it has to do with, well, the person driving it, but also there's a strong flag in the back of my head that says that the Porsche 991 was really good under wet conditions. And these was just some pretty wet conditions. I imagine that cars that normally do well on Monza based on straight line speed, like maybe the Lexus or your Mustang, they might be suffering a little more under the slippery conditions. So, yeah, we did see earlier the battle with the Lexus, and that poor Lexus, you just really see it struggling to hold grip through those turns. Way more than normal. So we sit on board with Anton going through the final turn. I believe that my co-commentator may have dropped out. He'll probably show up in a minute.
Yep, your car. We know that.
There. There he is. Hey,
Okay, good.
I knew you'd be back. Ian Krieger goes into the pit. Bailey Kith.
Diego in the chat saying I'm speaking in binary. I'm trying my best. But unfortunately, internet issues happen. It seems like Platt has a stop go 30 for what I assume to be speeding in the pit lane.
I think that's what we usually get it for.
I believe if you cut the corner a certain way on this track, you can get a stop go 30 for cutting the track. So there is that, but in D1 you don't see people cutting the track too crazily. So I'm gonna assume that he's sped in the pit lane.
Yeah, and frustrating is now he was, you know, in a fight here in the middle of Brian Anderson and Jason Allen. So it's, you know, for him it's almost like, what's the point of fighting this one? I gotta go get in the pit anyway. Other than to hold someone else up. Bailey Kith's coming out. Still, our race leaders are still going round and round.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like anybody's going for a particular. Or the undercut isn't as strong, I believe, on our wet race, since the tire degradation on wet tires is very calm from what I heard. As Platt's gonna go and serve his stop go 30.
That incident with 32 and 706. So I'll just take a visit on that since not a lot else is going on. That would be Art and Krieger. See Krieger coming in from his pit stop. And little bump from Art. Unfortunately, that will result in rear end damage. Hopefully nothing too painful. Although somehow in that, Art has gotten by Ian. Because they're now fighting for P11.
Yeah, the decisions are gonna change a lot soon though, because we have the top 6 all in the pit lane at the moment. So that should give the lead to Joshua Worley.
Yep. Josh Worley and Jack Krause in 1 and 2. Tiago. Let's see, Anton, Tiago, Jeremy. Yeah, they're all in the pit. Anton is coming out. And Tiago is now coming out. But looks like there's a decent gap there. Oh, there's a little wiggle maybe there through that turn. Cold tire stuff, but yeah, Anton maintains his gap to Tiago after the pit stop.
Ooh, and Mercer looking very wiggly on the exit. He's gonna get chased down by. Is that a blue flag? What is that?
Bailey Kith.
Bailey Kith? P10?
Yeah. 7.
P7? Okay, I see. The timing board has yet to update. I would love to jump in the ACC server, but I get disconnected every 5 seconds, so there's no point.
I understand. So I've got Bailey Kith and, well, I also see the ACC, like, the tower is a little bit slow to update.
Yeah, I think it's probably due to all those pit stops.
Yeah. Yeah, totally not Calvin Lau. There. I'm surprised he's sticking through with the alternate Bailey name there through the entire season so far.
I mean, wasn't he Spef Jangler last season?
Yeah, but I think it lasted for like a race or two.
I see.
As they get some space, we're gonna hop back to Ian Krieger.
Speaking of Spef Jangler, where is he? I haven't seen him.
Spangler is. I don't think he's racing this season. For his alter ego. So Where are we? We're at Ian Krieger, Jack Krause coming out of the pit. Hop up here to Art and Mr. Sir. Having a friendly-ish
Oh, and
battle.
a little bit of contact. I think it's ping.
Yeah, a little contact.
Looks absolutely fine. Great racing so far. Peter O'Brien just set a fast stop for the race in his Lexus.
Oh, Peter. I guess he figured I'm going to be all the way back in 19. I'm still going to make the best of it.
That was a great defense by Sir, and that's gonna give an opportunity for his teammate Guy person to try and get a position, and he's gonna bump Arc.
Whoa.
Bump Arc off the track, unfortunately.
So sad. Art really has some of the worst luck in D1 that I think we've ever seen. Ian Krieger looking to get that spot from Guy. Yeah, Guy band person.
He's gonna do it at a difficult spot on the outside of Ascari,
Oof.
and he gets it done for the first spot of Ascari, and he's gonna keep it clean. But I wonder if his X is good enough. It's Guy has no, I don't think he has the drive on Krieger, and Krieger's gonna hold on to the position.
Certainly would appear that way. He's got a 4/10 gap back to Guy man person. Tiago Denarte now taking the purple lap, 152.950. Rain is going down a little bit, but it's still medium rain. Come through this chicane.
They probably favor the people who reduce their pressures for his pit stop. I don't know how many people had the foresight. I mean, it's D1. They probably a good amount had the foresight to reduce their pressures in anticipation for the slightly hotter conditions / drier conditions. But we're gonna see if anybody gets a good bump in pace for the second stint.
We'll see. I mean, they're yanking this purple lap around. It's getting tossed all over the place now. Yeah, Anton is still there. A little further back in the excuse me, John Archie has taken some heat from Omar S. Garcia behind him, and you know, he's in stride.
This is a whole train of cars.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
It's a big train. Yeah, the main one being for P18. Kevin Blanchett is leading John Archie and Omar S. Garcia, who's right behind there looking to make a move.
Yeah, he's gonna try and take a peek down the inside, but I don't think he's gonna go for the move here.
No. Oh.
Ooh, some contact?
Almost. But I don't think. I think he backed off just in time.
And Omar seems to have a good exit, but he has no place to put his car. There's a slower GTR
John,
right in front.
He doesn't. You've got John Archie trying to get by Kevin Blanchett, completely ignoring Omar's existence.
Yeah, and Blanchett's gonna go wide, and he might lose 2 positions as a result. As Omar's gonna stay behind Archie, trying to just follow him through. I think Omar is he gonna give him a little bump draft? No, he's gonna look down the inside. This could get really ugly here.
Oh my word! Oh my
Hard
word!
on the brakes from Omar.
And
he's gonna stay ahead for now, but he's gonna go a bit too wide in the second part of the chicane. And Archie's gonna end up ahead.
He is. It looks like Omar had to really go through that chicane rather slow. And behind there, Brooker Quigg gets the move done on Kevin Blanchett in that mess you saw. So he's getting reeled into this now.
Oh no, there's contact.
Oh! What a slide! And yeah, he's gonna come back on and slot back into the back of this four-way battle.
Really fly off.
Oh, Arjun's in the house.
Yeah, we're gonna blame Blanchett's crash on Arjun.
What's Peter doing? Well, here's Peter. It's doing stuff. It's like he's sliding past Kyle Barber. I believe she's been fighting. Yes. Diego's got the blame Arjun. Hashtag up. Back to Omar, though, fighting John Archie. And Brooker Quigg trying to reel them in.
Good grip. Now he's gonna chase down Omar, but Omar also chasing down Barber. Seems Quigg has a really good toe, though.
He does. Oh, look at this. They're all going to line up. They're not going to try to go in.
Oh, they're going 3 wide into turn 1.
Guys, this
There's
is just
contact. There's more contact.
Happened. Really?
Yep, and all
Really?
three fly off the corner.
I was like, guys, like, which one of you thought that was a... I mean... I'm disappointed.
And to add insult to injury, Omar has a drive-through penalty because of that. It seems like Blanchett has a drive-through, although Blanchett was behind them. I think Blanchett
Just got
maybe
caught up.
also accidentally thrown off, yeah, as a reaction to what happened ahead.
Yeah. So Escorcia and Blanchett now with the drive-through penalty. John Archie is leading Brooker Quigg and Omar at the moment. Not sure if Omar is going to really battle here, knowing he's just got to go in and do a drive-through anyway. But Brooker's clear to go take that spot from John if he can manage that.
Yeah, the NSX, my goodness, look at how much grip it has through that corner compared to the Mustang. The Mustang looked a bit nervous, but the NSX looked absolutely planted.
What?
And now it's...
I mean, Omar's not just throwing in the towel. He's like, I'm gonna fight. Why not? Brooker Quigg on the inside. Ooh, you see Kyle a little wiggle.
He's gonna take a and a small wiggle at the end, and Brooker Quigg is gonna take that position.
What?
And Omar is gonna stay. Omar's gonna stay out. You do have a certain amount of laps to serve the DT, so I think he's gonna have as much fun as he can before he inevitably has to serve that drive-through penalty.
Maybe. It is a plan C for Omar.
Brooker Quigg
Wow.
has a lot of pace in the second stint.
The reference? Oh, dude, Arjun. Which reference do you want?
The plan C for Omar, I think he's what he's talking about.
Yeah. Oh. No, I'm sorry, Arjun. Had to go. No. It's not working for my poor brain today.
And Brooker Quigg gets another position off of Barbara. It seems like Omar's gonna do the same.
Yep.
Despite having the drive-through, Omar's gonna say,
just not.
Omar doesn't care. I think he's gonna. It looks like he's angling to dive into the pits now, though. Yes,
Yep.
he is.
Yeah, he is. There you go. Now, Plan C is ringing a bell in the back of my brain. There's just too many cobwebs back there to really register anything. So, my apologies. Diego gets it. Jason Allen here's been breathing down the neck of Brian Anderson for a little while. He's a little coming out of there. Kind of flirting with him. But I'm actually going to hop up to Bailey Kish. The actual Bailey Kish. Come on, Mr. Camera Guy. Really? Who's catching up to Guy Man Person? Ah! You know, Diego, I concur. I've forgotten appointments before too, much to my embarrassment. Totally missed stuff. Ugh. Iago Donarte, by the way, still holding on to the purple lap, 152.635. Anton is, I think, the next closest, 152.730. And guys are spread out. See, John Archie's got, looks like, catching up to Kyle Barber again. I think it's again. It's always nice when they message you or call you and let you know you missed, or even better when you train them to message you the day before and let you know you have an appointment coming.
Actually, he's gaining. I don't think he's gonna gain enough. No. Rapidly approaching the braking zone. Wait, he was gaining a lot. A lot more than we thought he would, and he has the inside line. But now that's gonna turn into the outside line. And Archie is gonna have to wait a little bit more to get the move done on Barber.
Yep, he is. See, maybe the next round. Diego,
yeah, that's a W reference, Diego. That's a W reference.
No, what I do now for appointments, though, Diego, is I not only put it in my calendar, like on the phone or whatever, but I will actually physically write it down, and it helps me remember. Yeah, it is a war zone up there. It's
Peter O'Brien has a dive too. Oh my god, bro. I have Peter O'Brien in my pick these because I thought he was gonna qualify. I should have picked Anton, man. I still haven't picked him.
Could always pick Anton at this rate. Guy Man Person looking at this move.
I thought I picked him last week, and I was kicking myself for it because he finished third. But I was like, oh yeah, you know, like Peter O'Brien, he got the second fastest time, and he's in the Lexus, so he's gonna beat Anton, right? And Anton's just does this performance. Anton, you got me next week, bro? Please.
Guy and Ian Krieger side by side through 1 and 2, beautifully coming out together. But Ian looks like he's got the nose out. We'll see how they make in the next turn, because Guy is right there. Bailey Kish getting maybe a little reeled into this. Guy slots in.
Kish looking very, very
hungry.
close. Guy. Fantasy crash out? Yeah, I guess. Slight crash out because of. It's all good. Anton got me next week, and we'll be fine in the world. I took a lot of curve there. I hope that's not gonna lead into. I think it's fine for people to back it. Well, we have 30 minutes left in this race. Anton has been controlling the pace. He's basically led from as soon as lights went out to now, excluding pit stop. Yeah, Denari's still holding on to that fastest lap point. That could happen down the line in this championship, but he's gonna have to find a way to beat the guy who's currently in first.
Yeah, Diego.
This guy,
Ooh.
thought he had a better exit there, but I think he had to lift there because Krieger's Mustang definitely scared him there.
It is. I'm gonna hop back. Brooker Quig here again. Brooker's getting all kinds of attention. Getting past Ed Kerstetter on that straight. Nice move, nice and clean, and it's fairly simple.
Yeah, now he's in the podium position for silver. He's been absolutely flying. I'm surprised with the way he's been flying and passing everyone. I'm surprised he doesn't have the fastest lap.
Yeah, he's been doing an awesome job. Tiago has the fastest lap, trying to show Diego how to drive the Merc. I mean, maybe I should do an onboard camera of a lap for you, Diego, so you can see how it's done.
Ooh, Brooker having a little bit of a slide there.
Well, Diego, I gotta entertain you. It's my job up here, so no better way to entertain you than get some shots fired there. Plus, we don't have any battles going on now. They're all kind of spread out and doing their thing. Here we go, coming around the turns 1 and 2. It's like, well, I'll even give you a shot in the passenger seat.
Yeah, me too. Take those as well. Not a Merc necessarily, but my car's similar, you know.
You're taking notes for tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe I can run away with the T2 server. Who knows? Ryan Anderson and Kyle Barber this time. I was gonna say again, but that was Archie and Barber.
Yeah.
Now it's another Mustang. It's another Mustang battle. For P2 in the Silver Mustang Cup. That's Archie's currently running away with the lead.
He is. And, so, by the way, Diego, if you figured out the Merc, why didn't you stick with it for another couple seasons, huh? You're probably future car. Okay. You what? Oh, by the way, Fosley wants to know if you made my steering wheel crooked. He has not.
When Billy Kish, this is a good chance here that he has in the super fast selects in the turn 1. He's gaining a lot. He's gaining quite a bit. He has the speed, but does he have the brakes? No.
Nope.
Not at all.
Well, I'm glad to hear it's treated you well, Diego. It is a good little steering wheel. Go back here, though. Brian Anderson and Carl Barber. Look at that. Through that chicane, nice and side by side. Brian
And it seems like
out
Barber's gotten the move to what? Is that, oh wait, that's other thing.
All right.
Oh wait, didn't Anderson just pass Barber? Wasn't Barber leading? Yeah, he was.
Oh, it did.
Anderson was.
I
Yeah,
think you're right.
and the bridge not working.
Jason Allen catching Barber now.
And
Behind
took a peek down the inside, but decided not to.
little peek. Yeah. I think it would have been way too optimistic to try anything more than a peek. Just hoping to fake Kyle out a little bit and get a better exit, maybe. Not sure that.
Yeah, he was just trying to get the intimidation factor overtake. One would
Yes.
say.
Hey, those are the easiest overtakes to get. Jeremy Mercer has now claimed the fastest lap with a 1:52.492.
Absolutely. That was the very physically light problem.
Ooh. That was interesting.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting any moves done on the other like here.
I don't know. I don't know. Look at this. Look at this little slide. I got it. He's gonna claim it and put his back end right in front of Barber. Look at that. Look at that. Go, Jason. Give him a
Amazing
little.
move by Jason.
Yeah, beautifully done. If I was Barber, I would retire, to be honest. So mean, Diego. Wow. You thought I was bad. Sheesh.
But Jason, how is the Bailey Kish guy man person battle? Are those two still at each other's throats?
Ooh, Mercer and Dan Cran.
Ooh, this is a battle we haven't seen before. Mercer fastest lap quite recently, so I think he's really feeling that Lexus out.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if the track has some dry line to it. Okay, maybe not.
Maybe. Not quite though. Dan Cran's gonna stay ahead, and Mercer's just gonna have to hope for a very good run into Ascari or maybe a good run into Parabolic kind of bit.
Wow, even Arjun's in here giving shade to that. Whew. Not very often that the two of you guys agree on anything.
Okay, it's a solid exit here by Mercer. I don't think he's quite close enough to get the move done on Dan though.
Nope. No.
Ooh.
Loses some time there. Mercer, let's see. Bailey Kish, the real Bailey was catching up to Guy Man person, but it looks like he's lost some time again, so nothing real close.
Flying in, he's gonna look down the inside. No, not quite. But he's a bit closer than he was the last lap, I think. We can do Don Curva Grande, I think. No, nothing's gonna happen here at the. Nothing's gonna happen. The real Bailey pre-stand up. We do not know what a real Bailey is. the lap traffic. Nice moving out the way. As Mercer has dropped some time, at turn 1 he was at around 4 tenths back, according to the ACC timing tower, and now he's almost 6 tenths back, so he's lost 2 tenths from turn 1 to now. But yeah, Dan Cran's just defending for his life, really. That's
He
just how it
is.
is when you're in a Porsche and against Alexis, and it seems like he had a little bit of a slide on the exit of the corner. And I think Mercer might be able to punish that mistake. It seems like he has one hell of a run.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Ooh, okay. Mercer's going to have the outside line. He's going to have to manage to try and turn that into the inside line for him.
Ow!
Oh, and there's contact. Big contact. And Dan's going to go
What
off. And
is
Mercer's
this?
going to slide. Lap traffic behind. Having to do his best to correct and avoid that. And Mercer's gonna muscle his way into P3.
Tisk. Now you guys have to make a hashtag blame Jeremy.
Muscle his way with a big air quotes.
Yikes. Yeah, it was. Anton has taken the fastest lap, 152.332.
Yeah, on the penultimate lap of the race, I think he'll get to the line to start one more lap.
Okay, we're almost done. So while things are quiet, I have to put a plug in here because I keep forgetting. But we do have, and I haven't gotten the scene in. One of our sponsors would be the Echoes of Nox, which is a new game that's been put out by one of our very own SRA members. So I encourage you guys to take a check out on that. It is, I believe it's on Steam.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yeah, I have the sponsor right here. So, explore an abandoned space station as you uncover the secrets of why you were left behind. Fight with 3 AI factions and reclaim the station.
So we'll get that one taken care of starting next week. My apologies to our fantastic talent who put that out. Get some credit as Mr. Anton is finishing this lap out. One more, and let's see, not much going on out in the field. Guys are settling out and settling in. No real big push for moves in this final lap. Home Alone Space Station. It actually sounds like that.
The way the description sounds like kind of, yeah. Being left behind. Although there is no one breaking. Oh, what was that? Number 14, Bailey Kish just teleported to the pits. Guy just did it again as well.
Yeah, it's a bit odd, but odd things happen in ACC, so we're just gonna pretend we didn't see that. Looks like Anton here coming around the final corner to finish out his race.
Yeah, and Ronnie he's still circling a little wiggle. He's across the line in P1. Right behind him is Thiago Donari in P2. And in P3, we have Jeremy Mercer. Right behind him, we have Bailey Kiff. P5, we have Dan Cran. P6, Mr. Serge crossing the line. Now the camera's on our silver winner, Fire Queso, with a P10 overall finish. The next
And I lost him again. Let's see. Who's moving? Brooker Quig, who had a fantastic race pulling in through, I believe it's P14. I don't know. These guys leave the track too early and then mess me all up. Ed
Silver
Kurdstetter.
driver.
Yeah, Diego, you might be. I shouldn't say might be. I'm pretty sure you're right now. It looks like, yeah, right at the down to the finish line, back to back. Joshua Worley. Looks like Carl Barber. Jack Kraus. Looks like he's just hanging out on the track. I don't. Maybe he ran. Oh. Maybe he ran out of fuel. These guys are not allowed to refuel in their pit stops. So maybe Jack just ran out. You can see him kind of puttering really slowly. And that, my friends, is a wrap of this particular race. Really interesting moments going on there.
It was a pretty good race. All things considered. It wasn't as chaotic as what It's not as chaotic as as the usual races I tend to commentate. You know, the D3 and the D4 last season tend to bring more chaos, but it seems. But overall, we had a good race. I think.
Oh, you're very welcome, Diego. Appreciate you stopping in. My poor buddy Sig here.
Yeah, we're gone again.
Now you're back, though.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, I'm going to grab Fire Queso while he's down there. And there's not too many people to pick through. Hello, Fire Queso, and congratulations on the silver win tonight.
Hello. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ooh, that was a fun one.
I bet it was. How do you like that wet race?
I've never really had any success at Monza before, and it took a wet race to do it. But hey, I'm happy with it. Can't complain.
Any interesting moments for you out there?
Not really. I had a clean turn 1 and rest of lap 1. I don't know how the rest of the field got through, but that was kind of the deciding factor almost, because I just kind of fell into a decent pace, and I don't know, some cars around me pit earlier, and it didn't seem to really pay off for them. So, yeah.
Yes, I don't recall you having any real close battles throughout there.
No, I was just kind of alone for a lot of the race, so just hot lapping mode, I guess.
Well, sometimes that's a nice place to be.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result. So
yes,
yeah.
I know the last few races you kind of flirted with the silver pole, and you're pretty high up there, but not able to quite get that silver win. So
yeah, they just had to move Krieger to gold so I can have a cleaner run. But there's just plenty of drivers in silver to beat me to it. I know Blanchett got ahead of me in quali, but then I think he had some issues on track. So yeah, I think some people got less lucky than me, if I remember correct. I think I had a moment where I kind of juked past a little bit of an incident. It's all a little bit of a blur now, but I'll have to check it out in the review.
yeah, I mean it's it's a wet Monza, so it's just there's going to be moments.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's just like, what do you expect? This is gonna happen.
Yep. Oh, pretty much.
Well, is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to while you're up here?
Yeah, shout out to you guys for commentating these races. Really appreciate it. I know I get a good bit of camera time from time to time, so that's always nice to see. Shout out to my teammates from Champion Motorsport, Cody Platt, Andrew Wilson, John Archie, my teammate Joel. He couldn't race today. He was feeling a little ill, so yeah.
Yeah, well soon, Joel. Yeah, well soon, if you're watching the stream.
Yeah. I'm be looking forward to watching it back. See what happened with everyone else.
Yeah, there were some special moments. I'm gonna consult the calendar a minute because I don't remember what next week. Next week is Donning. I love Donington. How do you feel about Donington?
I don't mind it. I've had, I guess, okay results there and okay-ish pace, so can't complain about the rest of the schedule, I think. Yeah, looking forward to another race.
Oh, I never said I raced well at Donington. I just like the track.
Understood. Yeah, I think I like it too.
Yeah, just a fun place to be. Well, awesome. Stig, do you have anything else you want to ask or add?
No, I think we went over everything for 5K. So once again, congrats on your silver win, and hopefully, your momentum will carry over to next week.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks. Have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Let's see. We'll take Mr. Mercer. Hello, Jeremy Mercer, and congratulations on that P3.
Thank you.
You, how was the race? You had a few hairy moments there.
Yeah,
specifically at the end, just the one, I think. But yeah, definitely a more intense race than, well, I guess Laguna was kind of intense too, but definitely an intense race from the other side of trying to get an overtake done.
Yeah, it looked like it was quite a tricky thing to do, especially under these conditions. To get any of those overtakes done, you had to worry about those braking zones. I imagine were pretty awful.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, anytime I had a car in front of me, I was, well, most of the time I was braking early. There was the one time I missed my brake point and took the escape road at turn 1, and let up enough that I ended up losing about half a second or so. So,
Oof.
But no one passed me for it. So that's fine. That's fair. I think penalize yourself. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very sporty.
Yeah, anyway, I found it to be an interesting race because, like, in qualifying, I saw how much pace both Anton and Denarte had over me on qualifying pace. And I was thinking, man, what can I do on race pace? If I could gain on race pace, it would have to be when I'm heavy, because obviously when I'm light, they seem to be much faster. But then when I'm heavy, I was similar or maybe slightly slower than them. Then oddly enough, as the fuel burned off and we got lighter again, then I was on pace with the top cars. So it's like I'm a little confused by that, because, like, why didn't I have the qualifying pace if I had the late race pace?
Huh.
But either way, I was fast at the end, was able to bring the fight to Dan. Also managed to get the overcut on, do we call him Bailey Kith now?
Yes.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, well, or I call him the fake Bailey, but
Okay, fake Bailey. Managed to get the overcut on fake Bailey. One of the things that Peter told me I should be doing, which might have helped, was when exiting the pits, clutch it to get some revs and then do a massive burnout, because otherwise the car just bogs down when you're getting up to the pit speed limiter.
Huh.
And so that might have given me an advantage over fake Bailey if he didn't do that. And also my 2 laps after he pit were my best laps up to that point in the race, so that helps too.
I wonder if that revving thing is that possibly set you up for a possible problem if you happen to, like, let it go too soon.
I mean, if you let it go too soon, you'll just bog down like you normally do. If you let it go too late, then you're just, sitting in there stopped, not moving when you could be.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So yeah, it's timing it so you don't waste time, but also get the wheels spinning.
Yeah.
The burnout was higher, more than I expected. I thought the TC would kind of catch it, but it was a NASCAR style pit exit.
Nice. Sig, do you have any questions or comments for him while he's up here?
How was it driving the Lexus in the rain compared to your competitors? Because it seems like you were really struggling through Parabolica and Ascari from our perspective.
The car was more unstable than most cars I've driven through Parabolica. Through Ascari, it was actually pretty good. I mean, it does have some rear traction issues, so trying to get on throttle. But yeah, Ascari in the wet is quite a bit different because you can't really use the curb on the right side as much or at all, really. And then you have to kind of delay getting on throttle until you're pointed in the right direction. So it's a bit of a different dynamic than what it is in the dry. So I guess I don't know as much what other cars are like through there. The biggest issue with this car that almost caught me out was that exiting turn 2, if you're tight on the inside, when you're going really slow, the TC won't kick in at all. And so if you're if you saw my pass, I guess successful pass on Dan where we made contact, he spun off, and then I nearly looped it on the exit of T2. That's because the TC wasn't active there. Yeah, I managed to catch it, and the lap car managed to not hit me, so that was good.
Nice. Well, is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to while you're up here?
Yeah, I was in comms with Peter. Unfortunately, he didn't have the best race. He got disconnected on the start grid, so he immediately went into the grass to not take other people out of the race. He lost a couple spots, letting people go, not speed through the cut. And then he had some, I heard about, I suppose, some battles where he lost out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did actually have quite a few battles at, especially I think in the first half, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, not all of them going all that well for him, unfortunately. So. Well, how do you feel about Donington?
Probably fine. Is it? That's a dry race, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Hungaroring's what the mixed one, I believe. I think it should be fine at Donington. I haven't driven it there before, so we'll find out.
Awesome.
I haven't driven this car most places, so.
Yeah, you guys like to switch your cars up there at D1. Play around. I guess it keeps it spicy and interesting.
Yeah. I like variety. It gets, I guess, too rote if I use the same car every season. So
yeah, and you've been at this for a while too, so I think you deserve to have some changes.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you next week at Donington. I wish you the best of luck there. Maybe we'll talk to you again.
Okay, thank you.
And
Hopefully I will be there on the podium again. This has been a good season so far.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Thank you for joining us up here, and you have a great night.
Thank you.
All right. I think I lost Sig. Tiago Denarte is probably getting ready for sleep because poor man is even east of the East Coast, so it's very late for him. We'll grab Mr. Anton. Hello, Anton. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
You have won another. Actually, I think I believe you. I remember you saying you weren't so sure about Monza last week because you just weren't sure how well the Porsche was going to be.
Well, I'll tell you this much. This is definitely some redemption for season 15, starting from pole and not making it past lap 2. So, definitely feels good. Probably one of my prouder victories. I just love. I think this combination works pretty well for me. I enjoy driving in the wet a lot, and I've seemingly found some good pace at Monza in the last couple of months. Yeah, it was phenomenal result.
Awesome. Well, yeah, you definitely found some good place at Monza. Do you think that the wet conditions played a role in this? That you were up against all these cars with the top end speed and all that happy stuff. Do you think that the rain helped you in any of that?
100%. What they say, rain is the biggest equalizer. I felt like with my practice and setup work through the week, it was I was able to find a good window for myself, along with my teammate Dan, who was placing pretty well until last couple laps. So preemptive shout out to him. But yeah, we did some good work. Definitely helped from Spa, knowing that the car is pretty stable even on lower wings. So in contrast to cars like the Lexus that can get the full benefits of running a full wing angle and still be monstrously fast in the straights, we were able to compensate a little bit and combat that with the setup. But the car just felt like it was pretty niche, my setup compared to Dan's, but I felt like it was exactly what I wanted from the car and the track. It just felt pretty good almost everywhere. The only trouble spot for me probably would have been the last corner, but I feel like Parabolica in the wet is just going to be hard no matter what, even in cars like the 296, the Ford. Yeah, just the on top of me being super comfortable in the rain, I think the setup work really pronounces its importance here.
Awesome. Now I've noticed that Sig has returned to us. Do you have any questions or thoughts for Mr. Anton, Sig?
Yeah, were you actually sliding through Parabolica on lap 2, I believe?
Probably.
I see.
Yeah, especially with the tires warming up. I mean, it's not easy. Especially, I mean, let me tell you, I don't think I saw this much rain on a track this entire week. Definitely seen some lighter rain sessions in the practice service, but not this much. I mean, you can notice it in the track temps. You can notice it just in general on the broadcast, I'm sure, just watching the cars with the spray. But yeah, we had to, of course, kind of guess on the pressures, but both Dan and I were in a pretty solid window. I'm sure that's kind of part of the rain races, right? You gotta get the right pressures, because if they're out of the window, then either you don't get enough grip or you're too slow in the straight if they're too low. So it's it's another reason why putting the work in is super important for these races. But yeah, honestly, I probably was sliding on lap 2. I probably was sliding for over 50% of the laps at that corner. But yeah,
Fun. At least it was sure. Even though you were up there by yourself, I gave you your mandatory screen time. You just didn't get as much as last week. It just
no, I mean, it definitely feels good after last week. I mean, being on screen is cool and all, but I prefer winning. So
well, yeah. So you got your little bit of mandatory in there. And I actually forgot what I was going with that, but yeah, it was somewhere and it's gone now. So getting late for my brain. But congratulations. How do you feel about Donington next week?
I love Donington. Awesome track.
All right.
I think the 991 is strong there. Again, I have no idea. I'm just taking this season as it goes. I knew the Monza race would be strong for me just because, like I said, I feel like this combo just works for me. We'll see about Donington though. It's gonna be another track where back to the max wing shenanigans. So car's gonna be on edge for sure, but yeah, not much overtaking there. So qualifying is gonna be of utmost importance there.
Yeah, for sure it will be. I have to agree with that. Let's see. What's my next question? I got shout outs.
I got plenty. First and foremost, shout out to you guys for keeping the broadcast, Stephanie, the rock of D1, and Sig. Thanks for joining. We got who else? We got the podium guys. I heard there was a bit of controversy. I don't know. I didn't really see too much of it. I know Tiago finished in P2 safe and sound. He was pretty fast, so shout out to him today.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jeremy. I heard he was having a strong fight with Dan. Shout out to Dan, of course. I already gave that one. Shout out to my dad for watching. Texted me, of course, after the race, called me the Rainmaster. I'm like, you know me, I deliver. And shout out to Iris, as always. And also quick shout out to my mom, because she deserves it. We had Mother's Day this past weekend, so shout out to all moms.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep forgetting your dad watches, and because he never. Iris, did you mention Iris?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. This is how bad my brain is tonight. Because she always says something, so I always know she's here, but I always forget that your dad watches too. So I'll have to remember to give him a little hi from the booth.
He's a silent stalker. No
is.
Chatting, just watching.
You're right. He is a silent stalker.
Yeah.
One day I might remember. Just give me a...
I'll shoot you a message next week just to remind you.
Thank you. I think I need
You
that.
got it.
All right. Well, I guess that wraps it up for tonight. Thank you for joining us up here, and congratulations on another win. Just
My pleasure. Thank you.
awesome. Well, have a good one. Sig, you have
You too.
anything else before I send him away? All right. He has been having some connection issues all night. So.
Be sure to tune
There
in
he
next
is.
week for Donington. It's back. Yeah. God, I hate this.
Your Wi-Fi's not
Bro.
doing all right.
Bro, it's been terrible all night. I got back from work and I literally haven't had good Wi-Fi since.
Well, let's hope for tomorrow when I'm commentating your race that's all solved for your end. So
I hope so. But yeah, tune in to D2 or D4 tomorrow. With Monza again, with potentially more chaos. At least with how D2 has been, there's probably gonna be a lot of chaos.
yeah, I got my commentator's curse button ready.
Oh no.
Lighting your candles and burning your incense, as they say.
Oh, it's been ready since even last week on Wednesday.
Ooh. Spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, good luck with that. And again, thank you for joining us up here again, and congratulations on that win.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes.
Have
take
a
care,
great
man.
night. Yeah.
Bye-bye, you too.
All right. That wraps us up. Calendar, this will show us, I know we've mentioned it a couple times, but Donington Park next week, same time, same place for us. And that will segue into, as Sig mentioned, he's going to be racing tomorrow in D2, hopefully with a slightly better internet, Wi-Fi signal going on. Or not signal, but well, you said it was your ISP that was giving you a nightmare
ISP is
tonight.
giving me nightmares. Hopefully that'll be sorted for tomorrow. But yeah, stay tuned for next weekend for the regular D1 watches for Donington Park. And also remember that after Donington Park, we will have a week off before we return at around 6 for Coda.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I would have totally missed that. Sitting here ready to stream. And yeah, do join us tomorrow, D2, over on both Twitch and YouTube. And D4 will be over on YouTube. They're going to be racing if you really want to. And I encourage you to, because I'm sure it was exciting. D3 was racing tonight too. And they're going to have that replay will be on YouTube. They did live stream it, but if you were here listening to us, you couldn't be there at the same time. Well, I guess you could be there at the same time, but anyhow, it's there. You can watch that one. And if you'd like to join us, you can go sra.gg is the website, and a lot of the big community over on Discord is where most of the information can be found, although the website is pretty thorough. So definitely encourage you to join us if you haven't already. And let's see, what else? Nothing. Sig, do you have anything to add for this evening before we go running away?
Donington Park next week, must-see television. Yeah.
Must see. Yes. Tell your friends, tell your family. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us this evening, and we look forward to seeing you guys out here next week. Take care. Okay.
When I was just a new driver, I asked Coach Jeffries, what will I be? Will I be speedy? Will I crash out? Here's what he said.